me be really clear about this to all of you. I didn't fight for the last 17 months to not have taxes increase and give in now. And so we can't go down that path again. We simply can't go down the path of continuing to increase taxes. And when they want to increase taxes on you, you know what they'll tell you. They'll tell you, well, I'm going to increase taxes, but not on you. So don't worry about it, it'll be fine. You've heard that song before. The minute I tell them it's okay to raise taxes on anyone, they'll try to raise taxes on everyone. And so we have to take a principled position. That principled position is that New Jerseyans already pay more in taxes than any other citizens in America. And it's time to say no. And if we don't do that, we go right back down that slippery slope where we were when I got here in 2010. Now, our pension system is underfunded by $54 billion. You heard that right. $54 billion. That we promised that we don't have the money to pay for. Now, this is unfair. It's unfair to the taxpayers to saddle you with a bill for an additional $54 billion. It's unfair to the police officers, and the firefighters, and the teachers, and the other public sector workers who are planning on this pension for their retirement. They built their lives around the fact that it saved other money. This is what they were counting on. So everybody loses if we don't fix it. And that means everybody's got to contribute if we're going to fix it. So we put forward a plan that the legislature is considering now. We've only got 23 days left till the end of the legislative session. We got to get to work and get this passed. If we do four simple things, we'll be able to return it to health. First one is to raise the retirement age from 65 to 67. People are living longer, and that's a great gift, but it's bad for pensions. Because the longer you live, the more we're paying, and the system isn't designed to count on that. So not for current retirees, obviously, but for new people who retire, let's raise the age from 65 to 67. Secondly, let's raise the contribution that folks who are in the system have to make. Police officers make an 8.5% contribution. They make the highest contribution police officers and firefighters. Teachers are 5.5%. Other public workers are 5.5%. Judges are 3%. So I say let's bring them all up to 8.5%. Let everybody start to contribute more. Let everybody contribute the same. Everybody at 8.5%. The third thing we need to do is 10 years ago, a Republican governor and a Republican legislature, this was a bipartisan problem, they voted for a 9% increase in the pension benefits of all public workers with no way to pay for it. You can't take away the 9% increase we gave people over the last 10 years, but we need to take it away going forward. We have no way to pay for it. It's contributing to the instability of our pension system. And lastly, we have to take away COLAs for pensions, cost of living adjustments, and increase the pension payment every year with no way to pay for it. The combination of those four things are bankrupting our pension system. If we do just those four things, we will cut the pension debt in half in 30 years and put us on a glide path to solvency. If we don't, independent study has shown that the pension fund will be broke by 2020. This is 9 years from now. These are not some people that you don't know and will never meet. These are people that you live with. These are folks that are counting on that and won't have it. You can't do it. And we certainly can't afford to bankrupt the state. $54 billion, just to get your mind around that number. The entire state budget every year is $29 billion. We'd have to shut down the entire state for 2 years to pay this debt off if we don't change the benefits. So we need to change pension. And what would that do for all of you in a town like Toms River? If we just made those changes to Toms River, you all would save $23 million on property taxes over the next 10 years. salary. They don't spend one nickel on those teachers' pensions. They don't spend one nickel on those teachers' health care. All that money is used to intimidate politicians and to pay their executive director $550,000 a year. Now, when you see these ads, think about this. In just the months of April and May, they have spent $6 million on TV ads. Now, TV ads are supposed to move you to do something, right? When a TV advertisement for any type of product is on, they move you to do something. They want you to go and buy that product. They want you to go and do something. They want you to go on vacation at Disney World. Any advertisement is supposed to move you to do something. I want to tell you, I've watched these ads. And you know what they're moving you to do? They're moving you to hate. Those ads don't say anything about education. They don't say anything about making our children's lives better. All they want you to do is hate me. That's what they want. And they figure if they can get you to hate me, then we won't talk about education reform anymore. We won't talk about holding teachers accountable for results. We won't talk about holding principals accountable for results. We won't talk about merit pay and school choice and charter schools and all the things we need to do across the state to make our education system better. They want to silence those who want to change a system that is not serving our children, but is only serving their powerful interests. That sign back there says the Christie Reform Agenda ready for the challenge, right? Yes, New Jersey's ready for the challenge. That is what it says, and we are, and we're turning the corner. We had real economic growth last year of 2.5%. We've had revenue growth. The last 3 months, we've had private sector job growth in the state every month for the last 3 months. The policies that we're pursuing are taking hold, and they're improving things in New Jersey. They're not going to get better overnight because we didn't get here overnight. But instead of on the downturn, we are on the upswing, and we cannot change course now. This is not the time to give in to the naysayers and the people who are negative and who always complain and don't want to fight to change anything. Now is the time for us to stay the course. You gave me a job to do in November 2009. And every day I am focused on putting our state back on the right track for fiscal stability, for long-term economic growth, and for great education for all of our children. And finally, to make our state affordable for people to live in, so that seniors don't have to move away from their families because they can't afford their property. So young people can buy a house in the state where they were born and raised so they can continue the traditions that their families hold dear. That when an economic crisis hits and they're financially challenged, that they don't have to sell their home